put it on the line. If my guys, Griff and Marcus, beat these Cross brothers here, you're gonna drop that. If somehow your brothers do win, I'll give you exactly what you've always wanted. Full control of Firestar. How about it?
Putting the entire company up for grabs. It is the Cross Brothers versus Master and Machine.
And now, that's it. Cover him! Cover him! 1, 2, 3. Wait! No, who is this? Who is this?
Griff Garrison, you were defending the Firestar Heavyweight Championship against OMG at the Holiday Slam. How you feeling about your odds?
Well, you know, Steve, ever since last month when me and my partner Marcus Cross lost that tag match and they laid us out in the middle of the ring, I've been really wanting to get my hands on him. So you know how I feel, Steve? I'm eager. I'm eager to get my hands on that little conniving, little skinny little prick. And you know what? You can't just worry about him. He's got the wrestling lawyer with him. Lawyer, I know all your little tricks, buddy. And I've studied up. So I got a good head on my shoulders. Steve, I'm ready to go tonight. This is coming back with me, baby.
Best of luck.
Oh my goodness, Trish Adora, Savannah Evans on this episode of Firestar Pro Wrestling. And that's not it, Random. We also have OMG James Ryan, Griff Garrison, the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship on this episode. I am Coach Josh Gary. This is gonna be a hot one, baby.
I just got to comment how good looking that commentator was earlier.
And right now we have the Luke Skywalker of Flight, Cam Carter, taking on WWA 4 out of Atlanta's Lee Johnson. And this crowd's already hot, Random. Listen at them. They want to see these two guys go at it.
And these two men, they're going to square off. I got a really good feeling that they're going to give everything they have. They're going to give everything they got for Firestar Pro. Ricochet, looking like, the guy looking like Ricochet, Luke Skywalker of Firestar. Both been going back and forth right now.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth action here. Both of these guys very athletic, very talented in the ring. This will definitely be a fireworks display for sure. Cam Carter, no stranger to the Firestar faithful in Greensboro, North Carolina. Lee Johnson, trained by A.R. Fox, so you know he's got some flips in the bag.
Both been going back and forth. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
A couple pairs of head scissors.
Gravity, look at that. Woo!
Both been stopping, having respect for each other. The fans getting excited about the Luke Skywalker of Firestar, and he gets nothing there.
Standing moonsault, nobody's home, no water in the pool, but can Lee Johnson take advantage, slowly making his way over to Cam Carter? Nope. Not in my house. Look, Lee Johnson's knocked a little loop.
Oh man, it looks like both men are a little
might have been playing some possum there, Random.
A little weary, both of them in the early start to this match. Looks like Lee Johnson trying to get fired up.
Oh my gosh.
Lee
Johnson. Shrugs it all back and forth, strike after strike. Oh my gosh.
Both men, hard strikes to the head. Oh, another kick to the head. Both these guys are gonna have shortened careers if they don't keep it.
Oh my gosh, what a neck breaker, Random. Let's take a look at that again.
Almost a modified reverse diamond cutter.
Oh, yeah, you can do it, Cam Carter. I can too, and only a 2 count. Cam Carter able to kick out before the count of 3. Yes, only a 2, Lee.
Lee Johnson trying to figure out what he needs to do to keep Cam Carter down.
Yeah, Cam Carter definitely has a home field advantage here at the Firestar Arena, so Lee Johnson's got to pull out all the stops. Throw the kitchen sink at him if you have to, young man. Both men labored breathing, sets him up, suplex position. Oh, wait a minute.
Both men still slow to the response, but it looks like another super kick. Oh, Shawn Michaels would be proud.
Right to the mush, swings him around, face first, floats over. Wait a minute, that's not it. Another standing
That's it.
moonsault.
2 count.
Oh my goodness. Hard, fast, and heavy in this one. That's how we knew it was gonna be.
He's got to keep an eye on it. If he goes to that top rope, he does not want to make a false move. Looks like Lee Johnson trying to get up himself.
Yeah, going up to that middle rope. Oh, wait a minute, goes for the 450. He's able to stop himself. That just goes to show you the athleticism of Cam Carter. Oh my gosh. Goes to the outside, front row and center.
And the fans getting behind Cam Carter, these guys that are giving everything they have. That front row getting all their money's worth as well.
Exactly. Nothing like watching Firestar live. Watching on YouTube is great. Firestar PW here on YouTube, but oh my gosh, the fast and furious strikes from Lee Johnson. Butterflied him.
He's reversed out of it. Looks like he's going to go for
Oh my.
both
Hit him
back
up
and
like
forth.
a pretzel. Woo!
Oh, and look at that. You could tell those hits to the head. He was knocked a little woozy there. Both men down now.
Oh my gosh. I think both men had some offense in mind. Both of them took the brunt of that. Both men down. The referee's count has started up to 3. First to his feet definitely has an advantage here.
I think the winner of this match will definitely have a future championship opportunity against whatever champion down the road. I mean, you got to agree with that, don't you?
Random, I'm glad you mentioned that. Cam Carter is no stranger to championship gold at Firestar. Former Firestar champion, former Southeastern champion. Oh my gosh! Turned him inside out.
That's got to be it.
No, only a 2. Lee Johnson able to dig down deep and get that shoulder up.
These fans were just as surprised as we were. You could see them in the front row, not believing how much tenacity that Lee Johnson had.
Wait a minute, Random. I have seen this before. Cam Carter getting up a running start down the Firestar tunnel. Here he goes, up, over it. Oh my gosh.
Face first planted. He was planted.
Eats that canvas. Lee Johnson said, if you can do it, I can do it.
Whatever you can do, I can do better.
Nice head scissor takedown. Cam Carter rolling to the outside trying to catch his breath.
He's going to need it. He's going to need it. It doesn't look like Lee Johnson's going to give him the opportunity.
Oh! Human torpedo.
Now Lee Johnson trying to get the fans behind him.
You got to keep your head on a swivel sitting ringside at Firestar, that is for sure. Lee Johnson throwing Cam Carter back into the ring.
Johnson trying to get these fans behind him. I don't know how much it's going to work against the Luke Skywalker.
You got to look at it, the youth and the inexperience here. Focus on your opponent, not the crowd, young man. Oh, and Cam Carter takes advantage.
Cam Carter looks like he's gearing up. He's going to take him over the top rope. He got to watch his feet. That ceiling is very low, but the expectations are high.
Gosh, drives him head first. No, only a 2 count, Random. I was getting ready to go ahead and take my headphones off after that one.
I was too. These two men leaving everything they have in the ring. And another shot to the head. That's got to be it.
He's out.
You got to be kidding me.
That is a kick out on instinct alone right there. Lee Johnson's foot making solid connection with the side of Cam Carter's skull.
Both of these men, their careers are going to be defined by what they do tonight. It's got to be both men leaving it all in there.
Oh, Oh, wait a minute. Lee Johnson setting up Cam Carter in the drop zone there for an arsenal of moves that he can do from that corner, getting up on that middle rope.
He better have the force behind him if he wants to get out of this one.
Oh, corkscrew, nobody home. By the way, yes, I caught the Star Wars reference. I popped. Cam Carter trying to get this crowd into it.
Both men, look, I mean, you could just see the wariness on both of these guys. Multiple headshots, both men.
Sets him up. Oh my gosh, up onto his shoulder. Oh my gosh, that is it. The fat lady is singing. Roll him over, Cam. 1, 2, 3, and your winner. Oh my gosh.
Well deserved. Both men look.
Here's your winner, the Luke Skywalker of Flight, Cam Carter.
Tell that jabroni announcer to stay out of my
Man,
commentary
what
space.
a win from Cam Carter over Lee Johnson. Jackson Drake sliding into the ring to make sure that his partner in crime is okay.
So the best way to make
wait a
brownies,
minute.
okay, the secret, is you just don't whip it too long. So just mix it
love
long
these
enough
cookies.
to get the clumps out, and then when they're hot and fresh, put a nice big dollop of cream.
Oh, big
Oh, I love cream
No,
cheese.
wait. No, keep going. I want to know how to.
Problem? A very, very big one.
Oh.
I'd say so.
Wow,
Stare
you can
down.
cut that tension
Oh,
with
you
a
hold it
knife.
back, huh?
Trish Adora and Savannah Evans. Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Championship.
Coming up next.
Wow. Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Championship, the champion, Savannah Evans. Keeping an eye on Prince Semi Mutima ringside. The challenger, Trish Adora. And look at this, a battle of strength here between these two women, Random.
Both ladies trying to test each other out early on. Neither one of them are giving. And it looks like they're both going to break the hold and try and reconvene.
Savannah Evans has been traveling up and down the East Coast, taking on all challengers, winning championships faster than Ultimo Dragon. Trish Adora, a relative newcomer to Firestar, in the camp with Prince Mutima, who is never far and never shy about letting his feelings of the Firestar faithful in Greensboro, North Carolina, know how he feels about them.
Both women once again locking up and neither one of them giving each other an inch. Both of them checking each other out as the Prince, you can hear on the background, screaming advice to Trish Adora.
You know, Random, I have been on many events with Savannah Evans. Her and I have built up a professional relationship that anywhere she goes, I know she's going to put her best out there. But I got to say, I got to think against Trish Adora because I really wanted to hear the end of Sadie Lee Moss's recipe on cookies or cupcakes or whatever it was. I got to know what the magic is in those cookies.
I'm sure you could find it online. I mean, you know, she's got to have somewhere where you can look it up. I mean,
Oh, come on. Don't demean her cooking abilities.
funny story here. So I'm going to tell you a little fun fact about Trish Adora. Favorite show growing up, favorite show growing up was She-Ra, Princess of Power. And of course, Savannah Evans, her favorite show was My Little Pony. I guess, you know, dichotomy here.
Somehow your favorite show being She-Ra does not surprise me, Random. Does not surprise me.
Both women right now. Savannah
Cranking
Evans.
the arm over the shoulder.
Now it looks like Trish working on the arm as Prince screaming, telling her to give up. She needs to give up. Referee asking all the right things.
Yeah, Prince Mutima never far away from his sister, as he so eloquently calls her. Trish Adora spinning Savannah Evans around.
Both women right now looks like they are slowly getting a slow pace going, and I think this is going to work more in Savannah, the champion's advantage. And right as I say that, of course, now
I'm glad you bring that point up, Random. You have the champion's advantage. I know our pro wrestling fans have heard that time and time again, and what that means simply is the challenger must beat the champion. The champion does not have to. Oh my goodness, butterfly suplex, center of the ring.
Well, I'm gonna stop you right there and say, even though Savannah does have the champion's advantage, Trish Adora has, I think, even a bigger advantage with the Prince on the outside. He's the mouthpiece for her, and I think he's going to come into play at some point in this match.
Oh my gosh, Random Jenkins, have you come to my side of the force? Yes, Prince Semi Mutima is on the outside for nefarious reasons to help. See, look, exactly what I'm talking about. Jumps up on the apron, misses the clothesline. Savannah Evans takes him, but Trish Adora able to take advantage of the distraction.
And I'll tell you what, both of them work together very, very well, as right now, Savannah Evans back on the ground and Trish Adora taking advantage of her.
Just like a shark smelling blood in the water, Trish Adora going to work here on Savannah Evans.
Bad mouth on the referee.
Oh, right in our camera view. You see the pain on Savannah Evans' face.
Even though she's relatively new to Firestar, she's still got a bit of an attitude, and I think that's going to go a long way with her career in this promotion.
I know that's what you like in a woman, Random. Attitude.
Well, I like a lot of things.
You like to be told to get back in the kitchen? I know. I've seen your Tinder profile.
No, sir. No, sir. What are you doing looking at my Tinder profile? Back to the match, you creep.
Trish Adora throwing in those forearms. Savannah Evans not going down without a fight, though, Random.
Every single time Savannah Evans tries to get back up, Trish takes her back down. And it looks like she's working on the head and the neck again, and it looks like, yep, she's going to go for the slow down move, is trying to just stop that momentum that Savannah keeps on trying to make.
Savannah Evans, the winner of the first ever Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Championship. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, maybe she probably won it because of illegal tactics like that. There's no fighting in wrestling.
Hey, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. You're going to do it to me, I'm going to give it to you 10 times.
But it seems to not matter because once again, even though Savannah won't go down, Trish is giving her everything she has.
Hey, they don't call Savannah Evans the sexy young cannibal for nothing. Wait a minute, here we go. Cover 1, 2, and only a 2 count. Savannah able to kick out.
And once again, she goes for the slow down move, stopping what kind of momentum that Savannah has. Now she's just toying with her.
Putting
Look at
that
her.
torque on the shoulders. You'll tear a rotator cuff doing that. Oh my gosh. Oh. My surgically repaired shoulder is screaming in agony with you, Savannah.
Actually, doesn't look too bad. I think she's just exaggerating is what it is. That's
referee Ben Grayson right there to see if Savannah is gonna quit, asking for the submission here.
Bending her hands all the way back. This has got to be painful. I mean,
smooth transition from Trish Adora into the leg scissors. Drags her to the center of the ring. Oh, wait a minute. I think she's dragging her somewhere else here, Random.
I think the Prince is leading her on right now, telling her where to go.
And she was trying to work her way over to the ropes. That enabled Savannah to get out of the leg scissors, but right back to her feet. And Trish Adora firmly puts her right back down on the mat.
Once again, in control, and she goes for the cover. It's a little bit slower of a kick out this time. You got to admit that. Every single time she kicks out of one of those pins, it's a little bit slower every single time.
And see the frustration on Trish Adora's face, thinking, what does she have to do to put the champion down? Running start, and nobody's home. Rolls her up. 1, 2.
Kick out at 2. And once again, there she goes. Trish Adora, I'm telling you right now, if she's not going to be champion tonight, she is going to be a top contender down the road. The wrestling lawyer is watching. I'm the eyes for him right now. I can tell you right now. I'm guaranteeing he's very impressed.
Yeah, enough sucking up to the boss, Random.
Hey,
wrestling lawyer, the new owner of Firestar Pro Wrestling, making sure that matches that he wants to see happen. I think Prince Mutima's got the wrestling lawyer in his back pocket.
Well, I think they went to college together, Cornell or something. I can't remember.
Had to be Ivy League. Big boot to the face to Trish Adora. There's still some fight in the champion.
If she's going to take advantage of Trish, now is the time. Big clothesline.
Oh, Savannah Evans rocking and rolling here.
Missed the back arm. And forearm right to the head.
Got you thinking left, and we go right.
And look at Trish, the face of Trish Adora. She's kind of shell-shocked right now.
Off the ropes, rolls through, big, crushing double axe. 1, 2,
kick out.
Oh.
Kick out. Come on, Prince, you gotta coach her up now. Coach her up. This is where we're in the zenith of the match.
Good word usage, Random.
Well, I'm random like that.
Savannah Evans clutching. Trish Adora brings her to her feet, jockeying for position. Both women are just running on empty now. Exhaustion starts to set in.
Oh, I think she got the last part of that right on the nose. Yeah, and there she goes, attacking the face again.
Big knee sets her up. Oh, wait, Savannah fights it off. Tucks under.
Both jockeying for position.
Oh, my gosh. Turned her inside out. Rolls her over. Here we go. No.
Savannah is the one that's shell-shocked. She doesn't know what she has to do to stop Trish.
Both of these women pulling out all the stops. That just goes to show you how important the Firestar Pro Wrestling Women's Championship is.
Both of them on the ground now. Neither giving an inch. Both of them giving everything they have. Who's going to come out on top?
Fans in Greensboro definitely letting their voice be heard of who they want to see. It's just a hockey fight.
Oh, look at this.
Ducks under, spins around.
Wait
a minute.
Once again, she's got her in the slowdown. Prince guiding her through.
Prince Mutima. Oh, there we go. You put your nose in somebody else's business, rolls her up. 2, 3, and Savannah Evans retains.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner. It's still Firestar Pro Wrestling.
Oh, now wait a minute.
I don't blame her.
The match is over.
I don't blame her at all.
Boots. And wait a minute, here comes Sadie. Sadie Lee Moss with the rolling pin. Don't make her grab you up by the ear. Look at that look. Trish Adora attacking Savannah Evans after Savannah successfully defended her championship.
Still wants a piece.
How about we put it on the line? If my guys, Griff and Marcus, beat these Cross brothers here, you're gonna drop that. If somehow your brothers do win, I'll give you exactly what you've always wanted. Full control of Firestar. How about it?
Putting the entire company up for grabs. It is the Cross Brothers versus Master and Machine.
And now that's it. Cover him. 2, 3. Wait. No, who is this? Your main event, OMG James Ryan, Griff Garrison, Firestar Championship. There's a lot on the line. Respect the title, the future of Firestar, and we're heading there right now, Random.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the challenger. He's accompanied by his manager, the owner of Firestar Pro Wrestling, the Wrestling Lawyer. This is OMG James Ryan!
Some would say James Ryan sold out for this opportunity.
And ladies and gentlemen, his opponent. He is the current Firestar Pro Wrestling Champion. He is the Machine, Griff Garrison!
Griff Garrison, the Machine, the Prodigy, putting it all on the line for respect and a little bit of revenge here tonight.
Griff Garrison, of course, is your people's champion, but OMG, in my opinion, is the future champion of the rightful owner, the Wrestling Lawyer, down there on the left-hand side.
Some would say the Wrestling Lawyer had a little bit of duplicity, $5 word, in his gamble to own all 100% of Firestar Pro Wrestling. And of course, Griff Garrison knows, look at him, he knows if the Wrestling Lawyer is ringside, you can never take your eyes off that man. He is a snake, he is slimy, he signs my paychecks, but dang it, I'm gonna say what I feel. Oh, wait a minute, James Ryan trying to start this hot.
Going to the outside immediately, those front row people getting their money's worth once again.
Now, referee Matthew Coontz, they're there with the The count, it is a championship match, champion's advantage, but I think Griff Garrison is more concerned about getting his hands on OMG than he is retaining his title.
And I'll tell you what, he's over there John with the wrestling lawyer right now. All he's going to do is just get himself taken advantage of. He's got to have eyes in the front and the back of his head, and that's just how it's going to have to be from here on out.
Griff Garrison smartly rolling in to break up the count so that he continue to take it to OMG here on the outside. Oh! Right against the side wall of the ring there.
Leaving nothing to the imagination right now. Both men, they're just really roughing each other up. I think OMG being on the outside, I think he's going to have the challenger's advantage, if you ask me.
Both of these individuals, no strangers to each other. Both of them longtime students, trainees, and graduates of the Firestar Pro Wrestling Training Academy in Greensboro, North Carolina. They've trained together. They've wrestled with each other. They've wrestled against each other. This is going to be an ultimate chess match, cat and mouse game, whatever cliche you want to use. But OMG James Ryan is definitely on the positive side of this matchup right now, Random.
These fans right now, they're going to have to back up and give these men their space because clearly they are not leaving any area of the entire arena up for grabs. They are giving everything they have, and you can see the marks on Griff's back, and it just shows that both men are giving everything they got.
You know, they talk about in March Madness and the NBA playoffs, you know, the officials don't count the fouls as hard, quote unquote, let them play, and I think that's what our official Matthew here is doing with these two individuals. And
what is he doing? He doesn't need to. He has no business talking to he signs your paychecks, buddy. Get out of there. Get out of his face.
You know, Griff Garrison just wants to lay a right hook across that braced neck of the wrestling lawyer.
Well, lucky for him, OMG knocked his head earlier. Otherwise, this would be a totally different matchup right now.
As we saw earlier in the video recap, James Ryan made a return, laying out Marcus Cross, laying out Griff Garrison, aligning himself with the wrestling lawyer and the Cross brothers. A faction to be wary of. Oh, eat the pole.
And now, wrestling lawyer kind of getting a couple words in there. I think rightfully so. You don't get in the face of the wrestling lawyer and have him not get back to you.
The wrestling lawyer reminds me of that toady little dude in school that always hide behind the bigger kids and egg the fights on. That's what the wrestling lawyer does.
All right, well, it was fun working with you. I guess next week we're going to have a new commentator for you. Coach, you keep on talking like this. I don't feel like you're going to be here much longer, bud.
Random, I get paid to tell the truth, and that's exactly what happened. Griff Garrison taking James Ryan down.
And the truth is, he's getting a beating to OMG right now.
Griff Garrison fired up here. Oh, my goodness. This ain't going to be pretty.
Getting the fans into it right now. Not hard to see why. Good-looking guy. He's very explosive in the ring.
Tossing James Ryan across the ring again.
OMG screaming in pain.
The Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship may be on the line, but this is straight up personal.
And right now, both men in the corner, and
Ivy League bred, the machine just tossing James Ryan around like a rag doll.
Now it looks like he's stalking him, almost predatory-like.
He looks like he's going in for the kill shot. MGK. Oh my goodness, another throw belly to belly, sending James Ryan across the ring. The wrestling lawyer seems to be concerned.
He's got the word machine on the back of his trunks. He's doing it the mean machine, but I'm telling you right now, he's looking more and more like a wrestling machine, really kind of putting a bit of a clinic on OMG. Bit of a surprise to me.
Just goes to show you the animosity that...
Another one.
We need the guy in the background with the numbers. I've lost track of how many times he has thrown James Ryan across the ring. Griff Garrison firmly in control here.
At this point, he's really going on more adrenaline and passion than anything else, if you ask me.
Stretches him out. Oh! James Ryan tried to fight out of that backdrop, but Griff's still able to get him up and over. Oh, my goodness. lays him out with the clothesline, and Griff Garrison is fired up tonight, Random.
Oh, he's definitely fired up. I think right now, and there you go. I think there was a bit of distraction on the outside. That's why OMG was able to take advantage of that. Now he's...
Desperation, anything to do to get an advantage. Kick to the chest. Oh, wait a minute. Bad spot. Catches him.
Oh, what kind of slam is that?
That was pretty, baby. Cover. You got to do more than that to keep down OMG, that's for sure.
Wrestling lawyer on the outside screaming instructions to him. I think right now he's just going to try and slow down OMG with a headlock, and it looks like he's reeling right now.
As the coach, Random, I feel I need to correct you. That is a rear chin lock, and what it does, it applies pressure to the carotid arteries, depriving the brain of oxygen. You notice how Griff is putting his upper body down on the shoulders of James Ryan, and that just forces you can't breathe, you can't wrestle.
Well,
Plain and simple.
You can't see me right now, but I'm writing down all of these things. You disagree with me again. Keep on doing it.
Getting a hit list going. I got to talk to the officials here. Oh my gosh! Gets him up on his shoulders. That James Ryan.
Oh, a right hook.
Took out Griff Garrison and Marcus Cross earlier with a right hand like that, as you saw in our video package. That thing is dangerous.
Both men reeling right now, but it looks like OMG taking advantage of a down Griff Garrison.
Yeah, James Ryan has quickly turned this around and is solidly in his favor. Griff Garrison's got to be careful now. The Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship is on the line.
And once again, we talked about earlier the champion's advantage. I think, thankfully, they kept it in the ring, at least for OMG's sake.
Oh, very nice. Spins him around into a blue thunder bomb, and only a 2 count.
And I think Griff Garrison.
There we go, spins him around. Very nice, flatly landed.
I think he expected that to be the end of the match, and of course it's still going. OMG giving everything he has, getting back up.
I know I'd have laid down for a 3 count on that one. My Metamucil hadn't kicked in. Geritol, what's the old people drug?
I wouldn't know. I'm about 15 years younger than you.
Griff Garrison running on all cylinders now.
I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so. Look at that left knee of his. It looks like he's...
Oh, wait, rolls him up. 1.
Only a 1 count, but that's got to be something that OMG is keeping an eye on, that knee.
Oh, big power slam from Griff Garrison. Plants OMG in the center of the ring.
He's got to finish this up quick.
You see James Ryan keeping an eye on the official there, maximizing his amount of time on the mat, trying to catch his breath a little bit before he had to kick out. Very smart. That shows the experience of OMG right there.
OMG, number 1.
Oh, wait a minute. The audience is... There might be something going on in the crowd there. The wrestling lawyer even seems to be taking it in there. Griff Garrison reeling, like as you said, Random. He seems to be favoring that left knee.
It's looking worse and worse as the time goes by. He can't even lift him up. Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, goes right to that knee. Like you said, that's very smart of James Ryan. Up and nobody home.
Griff's
spear turns James Ryan in and out.
Both men down.
Rolling to the edge there.
That knee is really bothering him right now.
Normally that would end the match, but I think with Griff's hemmed up knee, 2, and the foot on the rope, that is the experience and the wiliness of James Ryan. Oh my gosh.
OMG indeed, and the wrestling lawyer on the outside. Getting into it with...
Oh my goodness.
This crazy old bat. What is she doing here?
You keep pushing the people around and they will revolt. Wrestling lawyer is hightailing it out of there.
Who was that? Was that Griff's grandmother? Who is that? What? She can't do that to him.
That is Miss Coble. She is a Firestar super fan. Cheering on the Firestar champion, Griff Garrison.
Running on fumes right now. Look at that knee. He's still favoring it.
Can he get him up with that bump? Goes for that pump handle again. Up and no. James got to take it there. Takes out the wheel from that
Oh.
Cadillac and puts a boot to the hood.
That's got to be it right there. Your new
One,
Firestar
no, wait a minute.
champion. Look at that. What? No, what? Wait.
Wait a minute, James Ryan's feet were on the ropes. And is that LeBron Cozone?
What is he? What is going on?
LeBron Cozone, the former owner of Firestar Pro Wrestling, making sure that the wrestling lawyer does not steal another one here.
The wrestling lawyer-
protecting the Firestar Pro Wrestling Championship.
He owns this place. What is Cozone doing here? He can't be here.
Cozone built Firestar Pro Wrestling from the ground up. He doesn't want to see it totally destroyed.
Well, that doesn't matter. He's not even, he doesn't own the place anymore. And look at that.
Such disrespect from James Ryan.
Rightfully so. I don't think it's disrespect at all. He's interfering in a match that he has no business being in.
LeBron Cozone making sure that if James Ryan's going to win this match and win the championship, he's going to do it one-on-one, mano-a-mano, straight up with no... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the wrestling lawyer tried to throw in, it looks like a pair of knuckles there for OMG.
I'm going to correct you there. I think he pulled that from his own trunks. I didn't see anything getting thrown. I think he pulled that from his own
Wait a
trunks.
minute, our officials making sure, Griff, if you can't use that, instant disqualification. Griff's thinking about it. James Ryan pleading off.
Where was the knucks down? Look at that.
Oh, wait a minute. OMG had a pair all along. LeBron Cozone pulls him off.
Ref, get this guy out of here. What is he doing here?
An equalizer gets him up. Pump handle.
Oh.
Turns him inside out. This is it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, my gosh. Griff Garrison retains.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yeah, but
here's your winner, and still Firestar Pro Wrestling Champion, the Machine Griff Garrison.
The wrestling lawyer tried to trick Griff Garrison and LeBron Cozone, but Cozone was able to be the equalizer, eliminated the advantage of the Knucks. Griff Garrison turned OMG inside out and got the 1, 2, 3, and the wrestling lawyer is beside himself.
He should be. Cozone had no reason to be here.
James Ryan tried every trick in the book, and still your Firestar Pro Wrestling Champion, the Machine, Griff Garrison.